Welcome back everyone, I'm Dior and this is Genius Sappheiros Weekend. I'm gonna go ahead and use this opportunity to kind of go over some stuff and loot some chests. I've cleared out most of the final dungeon. I still need to grind. So far I've only gotten one of the rare drops, which is the magic crystal here, which is for crafting Patchoulie's top tier stuff. Unfortunately, I don't really need any of Patchoulie's top tier stuff, so I'm not sure if I'll ever craft it. But I did get some other things. Let's go ahead and take a look real quick. Did I get the golden turtle shell? I don't know. Well, that's the golden turtle shell. Right now Sune is using it. I went ahead and crafted the Yamata no Orochi, which is the 6th tier snake item. So we got that going. I did get the World Olympics flyer as a drop, which gives you 75% resistance to slashing. It can also be upgraded to give you like 87% resistance if you really want to. But I'm not going to worry about that. What else did I get? I know that's not the only thing I got. Reflexes. 150 physical defense, 120 M defense, 25% chance to block, and it blocks anything. I think that's about it. Oh, actually I did get one other thing. I think I got like a tier 3 item. Yeah, I got the Rage Choker, which is plus 30 physical attack. Speaking of, let's go ahead and give that to you. You probably noticed my party's a little different. I did try going a little bit more defensive, like going with the line formation with Alice and the others, but it works sometimes, but for some encounters it just doesn't work at all, so I went with a full offense group. Right now I'm using Sune for buffs, and then I have my time stop for 3 turns with Sakia, as well as the triple strike. Yomu's doing her usual thing, Patchouli's still doing her thing, and I'm using Byakuren to do elemental buffs. And Aya, just so I can do commander bombs. I did craft a new item for Aya, which is the Awakened Soul, which gives plus 5 bombs, so that gives her 14 bombs to work with. And that's about it. So let's go ahead and head to this new place and get this going. Now, right now, most of these rooms are empty because, like I said, I've been grinding. I believe this is a teleporter, but it's not active yet. Everything looks a little bit different in this map. Such as these chests. Got bamboo. Now the encounters, you get a bunch of standard random enemies that are pretty strong. Some of them could be almost considered mini-boss level in strength, but for the most part they don't have anything except for I believe each of them have their own little specific drop, but then they also have a random chance of dropping a special material, like the top tier materials for a certain character. But it's a really, really small chance, so don't rely on it too much. There's also a frog in this place that that runs away after 2 turns. If you kill that, he drops a random material for a character, which is or a random material, 100% chance drop, which is pretty nice. There's a rock. These are teleporters; they'll take you to other sections. Also, right now we're in question mark A. Based on which letter you're at, decides what mini-bosses you'll fight. Every section has 2 mini-bosses that will randomly spawn, and they have a higher chance of dropping your top tier stuff. Each of them have their own little drop. This section had probably the most difficult ones. I was trying to fight them with my Alice group, and it just wasn't working. Some of these mini-bosses do lots of damage, so a lot of times I just focus on elemental weaknesses and go from there. So I'm going to try to show off some of the combats. Actually, no, sorry, I have to go get the other chests I skipped over. So let's go get this one, the ones in here. Spare parts. Sewing needle. The minor stuff, like the sewing needle and stuff, you can actually combine into a bigger item later on. You just have to, but it's only an extra mode, so it's not going to be in the main story. All right, now I'll go here. This place, it looks like this place is blocked off. There's actually a 1 hex gap right there, so you can get to this. And a Torii Feather. Eyeball. As far as the enemy density, it's not as dense as the last dungeon. Also, another thing to note about these encounters, they are all considered like Yukkuri encounters, where if you run away from them, the enemy will disappear from the map, which means you can't really run away from fights in this if you want to keep the monsters around the grind. Grinding-wise, these monsters are worth tons of experience, so I've been getting like, some of the characters that are still around the 50s are getting like 20,000 experience per combat. It's pretty insane. It's definitely much needed as well. Speaking of, I did learn some new skills. This character now knows Source of Rains, which is a multi-target revive and removes all permanent effects, requires 2 bombs. And I think that's it for there. I think I've already shown Refresh Fortune. There's nothing for Sakuya, nothing for Yomu. Patchouli, I think, learned like another elemental attack, like ice. I think it was like Ice Giant or something. Byakuran learned Goddess Breath, which is a wide piercing healing spell, and a wide column Dark Heal. So there you go. Aya didn't learn anything. Alice did learn something. Rainbow Puppet. It's just like Marionette Parar, but it's stronger, and it uses a bomb. So there you go, there's that. I don't think there's anything to note for these other characters. Yeah, I don't think any of these other characters I've been grinding with yet. Okay, now we're in this section. This section has that same looping thing going, so don't worry about that. Let's see if I can get all the chest here. Magic Shard. Okay, there's a chest over there. So we should be able to get to it from here. Kiryu's Lance. There's also a chest over there that I missed, so I'll go get that real quick. Sorry, I'm looking at my mini-map and not looking at the actual screen, so I'm bumping into things. Snakeskin. Yeah, most of this stuff is kind of junk at this point in the game. At least until I get to extra mode. Okay, I've already opened that. Okay, that's a somewhat useful item. Alright, and now we go to the next area. That's what I figured. This is also why I was doing this, is because I figured there's going to be a random this little plot thing, so let's get this going. Lady Lithos, please excuse me. What is it? Lady Anastasia and Lady Biotopus they've been defeated by the Yukkuri Shrine Maiden in our group, and their party is advancing towards us. I already know. I see. I am deeply sorry. This place will soon become a battlefield. It will be dangerous, so have anyone else still around evacuate now. Yes, understood. Alright, no interference now. How about showing yourself? Oh my, you noticed. I've been found. Who might you be? I am a Gap Yokai of Gensokyo, Yukari Yakumo. I have finally found you, Miss Incident Mastermind. I see. You're the yokai who's been sniffing us out. What exactly is your objective? Is that what the incident's culprit should be saying? I suppose that's true. So you would be here to punish me then? No, not quite. What are you up to? Incident resolution is the Yukkuri Shrine Maiden's duty. I would never bother with such trifling matters. I have but one goal. To evaluate you all who have entered Gensokyo. Huh? What would be the results of that evaluation then? It was as I expected from the 3 legendary gods. You all are very strong. Especially you. I would have thought that the youngest would merely be baggage. It's quite admirable. I'm not really that strong. I'm not someone so special as to be admired. You're a failure of a child then. Don't say something like that. You're a contrarian, You're quite fun to chat with. Anyways, perhaps I should ask a question myself. What is your group's goal? Is there any reason why I should be telling you that? My, of course there is. I'm a victim of this after all. That's rich considering how strong you are. Well, I can more or less imagine, so you don't have to answer it anyway. In which case, I'll have to continue with the evaluation. I see. Then I'll deal with you before the Yukkuri Shrine Maiden arrives. Ma, do you really think you are capable of that? Your subordinate also said the same thing. What? That's too bad. I already know all about your powers. Running away from my ability by closing your eyes. I'm not like Ran and Shin, I'm afraid. But you have no chance of beating me with your eyes closed. Huh? You were saying? Erg. You might be able to dodge once, but lightning won't strike twice. Take this. I guess she was blown away by that. That was easy. I thought she was a stronger yokai. You jumped to conclusions rather quickly for a god. Eh? Did you forget? I can do things like this too, hee. I see. So this is a Gap Yokai's power. But all I need to do to stop that is to slice you in two. My apologies for ruining your enthusiasm, but you're already in checkmate. What? Arg. You see, my power can be used this way too. It's so strong. Now then, let's leave the playing around here. This ends now. Wow, that was interesting. Anyway, we are in section E, which means two-headed dragon and lightning devil thing. Sorry, I was just checking the mini-bosses I'll be fighting here. Steel. Alright, so this is not mini-bosses, these are just regular encounters. We got Sphinx and Death Riders. Death Riders are vulnerable to fire and holy. They have a draining attack that's very annoying. They attack twice around. Sphinx, they have a control ability, and I think they have a few debuffs. They're not too difficult. Now, since I've gone with like no tank, I pretty much rely solely on offensive power. So I'm just going to do Paparazzi, buff everyone's attack, Private Square, Sword Stance, fire, and fire. So with this setup, I can have attack up. It's not as strong as the Ocarina single target buffs, but it's still better than having to rely on multiple turns to try to get all my buffs up. So as you see with this, we can easily just clear out what we got. And I got a bomb back. Though it's more the issue of MP rather than bombs. Oh, vulnerable to fire. Good to know. Go ahead and buff everyone's magic. Do this, and you're kind of good to go, so just keep doing what you're doing. Usually if I'm in trouble, I'll immediately do Yomu's ultimate attack that hits 3 times. Because with crits, it can do quite a bit of damage. Miss, miss. Oh, that's wonderful. But we're in control, so it's all good. Oh, awesome! We got one of the drops. So as you can see, we get tons of experience. 3676 as a base, so you can do the math. Magic Crystal. Oh, come on. Well, now I have 2 Magic Crystals. Oh well, it's better than nothing. For the next tier beyond what I have, it requires 2 Magic Crystals anyway, so no big deal. Alright, these are Ibaraki Dojis. They're giant types. They do lots of heavy damage, and but they're vulnerable to light. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and Paparazzi. Yeah, it's going to be kind of a repeat of doing the same thing over and over again, but this is the safest way to fight these guys. And I'd rather be safe at the moment. Royal Flare, and Star Sword. You're just going to have to take my word on it on some of these encounters. In earlier versions of this game, you could have actually back-to-back done private squares. Just after you finish the first one, you start a new one. But now they've increased the cooldown, so even with the 3-turn duration, you'll end up having at least one turn where you can't do it. So you have to take a turn break between each of your time stopping. Not a big deal, but it's something to note. Alright, that's one down. Let's go ahead and buff everyone's magic. And since we're going to probably end up running out of bombs soon anyway, let's go ahead and show off this move. I don't think you guys have seen it. It's pretty awesome. Anything to note? Nope. It's even better if you double attack with it. So yeah, it does. I've had it do like the individual attacks that crit do like 9,000 damage sometimes, depending on how much setup you do. Leveled up. How are we looking? Okay, we got enough to keep going for now. Maybe. Alright. Queen Flayers. These are the strongest form of Mind Flayers. They have instant death touch attacks, and they have Mind Blast. Lesser Dragons. Lesser Dragons, I don't really know too much about them, besides the fact they hit hard. And I usually just go light to try to kill them as quickly as possible. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go Wind of Swords. Actually, sorry. Paparazzi. Wind of Swords. Private Square. Asura Stance. Go ahead and do Royal Flare. And I'm going to do Star Sword on Yomu. Go. What I'll do is use Sakia to try to take out the Flare Queen. The big issue with the Flare Queen and just Sakia in general is she becomes less and less accurate throughout the game. At least in the late game. So it becomes a bit of an issue. Luckily I hit this time. But I've had situations where I've missed 2 out of my 3 swings. There we go. Let's go ahead and buff our defense just in case. Do that. There we go. Oh, double hit. We just... Yep, and just like that we did over about 15,000 damage right there. Alright, patch already leveled. Alright, I'm a little low on MP, so... Yeah, give me a moment. I'm gonna have to go and get healed up first. So, be right back. Alright. Alright, so we're back. 2 Sphinxes, okay, that's not a big deal. I'll go ahead and let you see what they can do. It's not that big of a deal. I'm gonna do fire. Fire element on... Yep. These Sphinxes aren't too bad. Yep. They can silence though, which is a little annoying. So you're just gonna have to attack for now. $13,000 damage. That's the power of Yomu's crits. Earthquake, okay, we can take that. So a lot of earth attacks. Dark Hole, that's a new spell. medium strength, single target dark spell. Neat. About time you learn something that's actually stronger. Alright, got some gold, that's good. That means I can go and make another bomb item, which is nice. Alright, this is Alistor. He specializes in lightning attacks. He's vulnerable to earth. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do the paparazzi again. Because quite frankly, I want that draining enemy gone. He hits really hard, so especially since I'm in an offensive formation with no tank. So it's better to be safe than sorry. But thanks to this combination here, I can actually fight with lower level, a few lower level characters and be okay and get level ups really quickly. I'll just attack normally for now. So that wore off. I'll go ahead and buff everyone's magic, attack. Not much we can do here. Yeah, not too difficult. Bunch of level ups. Sene leveled up, Yomu learned Full Moon Slash, and I learned Severing Cutter. Full Moon Slash damages and reduces physical defense and magic defense. Single target move. That's about it. And medium strength. What else did I learn? Oh yeah, we learned Severing Cutter, which is based on physical... Okay, it's just a stronger version of Slicing Cutter. That's all it is. Yeah, it's a piercing attack. Did we learn anything else? I don't even remember anymore. Dryad Queens. Dryad Queens have the ability to... I think they know how to restore, which is like one of the moves Satori can learn, which heals a lot and removes permanent effects. Other than that, they know a bunch of earth spells, like stuff that can a lot of attacks that can daze, and I believe they also know Innovate, which is also an earth attack that debuffs. Thankfully, Sene's buffs, if I get those buffs up, Innervate, all it will do is just cancel out the buff, so it's not as bad. Nothing good, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put on Patchouli. Really, the big issue is that freaking Flare Queen. That's why I'm not taking any risk. There we go. As you can see, we got new music, and it's pretty much the battle music throughout the entire thing. Magic Metal. Another section. Okay, this is Lightning Baron. This is one of the 2 mini-bosses for this section. The other one would be Twin-Headed Dragon. So this is the other one. Alright, this guy can do a lot of nasty dark attacks, so we're gonna go Paparazzi, buff our attacks, Private Square, Sword Stance, Royal Flare, Light Sword. Generally a key thing is to make sure the element stays light and not dark, because the darker it gets, the more powerful his spells get, and the more dark spells he gets access to. You generally don't want to fight this thing on its own terms. So there you go. So right now we got a little bit of light, which is good. Let's go ahead and get started with Full Moon Revenge. Not much damage. We might not be able to win this. Wow, I'm doing like no damage. This thing has tons of HP. I might be out of my league here. Alright, go ahead and buff all your defenses. Keep doing your thing. And my frame rate's just going awful. Give me one moment. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and do Bold Advance, and hope we survive a turn. Thankfully this thing doesn't have a cooldown. Demon Shock. And there goes Pacholi. Alright, Paparazzi, Divine Wind, Private Square, Moon Reflecting Thingy Majiggy, and Weapon Bless on Yomu. Yeah, it's really kind of our only option at this point. I don't think we'll win this fight. Won't be the first time a mini-boss has killed me so far. That's a lot better damage. That's about 10,000 there. But at least you now get to see what I'm dealing with as far as... Yeah, I can't win this fight. I'm not doing enough damage is the problem. That's a little bit better. And now my physical attack is down. Yomu's fine. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and buff our... You should just heal yourself. That's really all you can do at the moment. Collider. Oh, he survived it. Oh great, a Sura wore off. Go ahead and get perfect dodge up, I guess. Heal everybody up. Attack. Buff. Get White Enchanted. Alright, and your crit's down, but that's okay. Just do what you can. And my frame rate's down again. My apologies, everyone. Actually, no, there he goes. Alright, fixed itself. There, we got him! That was like... Look, okay, we got 16,000 experience from that. But, Yomu did That's all like a 14,000 in there, some 9,000, and some other several thousand. So she practically did like 30,000 damage right there. Oh my god. So we leveled up, obviously. We didn't get any drop though, and we practically have nothing left. So yeah, that's the stuff we're kind of going through right now. I'm gonna go ahead and step through this portal, just in case. This takes us to section F. Okay. I was just making sure there's no special event or anything to trigger. I'll leave the rest of the chest alone for right now, and I'm going to go ahead and continue grinding. So I just wanted to show you guys some of the encounters and what I'm dealing with. As you can see, I barely won that. So I'll be continue grinding, trying to get some of the drops, and hopefully craft some better weapons. So anywho, I'm the Depressed Eeyore, and this was Genius of Sappheiros Weekend. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.